Shalom. In today's series, which I'll be looking at the subject, become a helpful husband, not a hurtful husband. During courtship, many men are sweet, lovely, caring, helping, and compassionate. These men would do anything to capture the hearts of their fiancé, even if it means cooking, washing, and cleaning the house. After the wedding bells would have rung and the honeymoon would have ended, the husband's true color begin to show themselves. Within a few months to 2 years after the wedding day, the wife will discover that her husband is not that sweet and caring person she first meets. A hurtful husband is someone that is too busy to assist his wife. He is in one thing or the other, always busy, while his wife is doing lots of work at home. He's so busy with life hustling and day-to-day schedule, forgetting those little things that seem vital to keep a relationship fire burning, such as spending time together. When you are less busy, nothing bad if you walk to your spouse and say, honey, I am free for the next half an hour. Is there anything you need help with? Or you can look around and watch for things that need to be done and put them in order. Don't be a helpful husband. Be a helpful husband. Pursuing prosperity, dreams, visions, and goals is good. But don't neglect your wife and children. Your wife needs someone to speak to. The kids at home need a dad to discuss certain things with. When you give her the necessary support she needs, you make her feel she's on your payroll. Make sure that your wife knows she's a priority to you. Don't assume that your wife knows how important she is to you. Walk to her and tell her often, appreciate every little thing she does for you. Don't be an ungrateful husband. Assisting your wife will be making her feel how much you adore her. Find ways to regularly convey the message that she's a priority to you. Does this mean that you have to drop everything, ignore your career aspirations, or your other interests to support and assist your wife? No, of course. Assist her during the time you are around. Don't stop your head with all sorts of junk things, not necessary. Be helpful to her and not hurtful. Grow together. Keep growing together. There is nothing worse for a relationship than stagnation. When you and your wife stop growing and learning, both as an individual and as a couple, that is when trouble can easily arise. Give yourself permission and invitation to grow beyond where you are right now. This might mean that you fix some of those habits that mostly cause inner turmoil and struggle in your marital life. Have the courage to face those tendencies that limit you and try out some new ways of being a good husband to your wife. Will help strengthen the foundation of your marriage. Be resourceful as a man and help your wife as regard that hustle. Without judgment or criticism, identify those areas you have not been a good husband to your spouse. You can ask if she feels you are not a good husband to her without being sentimental or angry as to what judgment she would give. Before doing that, you must be willing to change and to keep your annoyance behind as regard to what answer she would give back in return. My advice for men, if you care for your partner, then now is a time to start showing it. Put your wife first and the football second. Put her first and that moving or friends around second. Pay her compliments and mean them. They also mean that you tell her how beautiful she looks, even when she's wearing normal clothing. Make her feel special always. Spoil her as much as you can. If you say you are going to do something, do it. If you promise her something, keep your promise to her. If you say you are going to be somewhere, be there. Find things that you can do together and both enjoy. It's all too easy to grow apart when you don't spend quality time together. Don't ever assume the grass is greener elsewhere. It might be different, but not necessarily better. Meaning, don't take your marriage for granted. Stop counting the stars, leaving the moon behind. Stop giving other ladies or things attention, leaving your wife behind. Because while doing that, you may lose sight of the moon. Or wake up and realize that the moon is nowhere to be found. Help with all those horrible chores around the house, especially if you are both working. There's what we call division of labor. Division of labor makes work easier. When two people work together, it makes the work easier. That's why the Bible said, 2 heads are better than one. So when you and your wife work together, it makes work to be easier than leaving it for one person to do alone. Marriage is all about partnership. And you need to work together as a team so that you both can enjoy the same amount of free time. Understand each other, respect each other, and striking a balance is what counts. My advice to you, dear listeners, what apply to men, same apply to women. Men aren't that different in marriage advice from women. In a nutshell, treat your partner as you would want to be treated.